Alrighty, rascals. Wednesday, August 19th. New moon. What do we do on new moon? We start making more nooks. Yes, we do. Okay, let's get into this puppy. I want to get into several hives here to see where they're at. Hopefully I can rob a few resources out of this colony. This is the one with a trap on it. We're going to take this trap out just for giggles, and we're going to put it in a garbage bag that I have here. I'm going to put it in the freezer. Tomorrow morning I'll crack it open. We'll see what we get out of it. It's been in there about a month. So yeah, we'll check it out, see what we can rob. I got a Nuc sitting here. I got my screen on it. I got a little 1/2-inch door here I cut. I put a few staples on here. 1/2-inch door, screen bottom, typical Steve-O hive. I've got string frames on the outside walls. We're gonna grab 3 frames, 2 of just about solid brood, sealed brood with bees, and find 1 frame with honey pollen. That will be the makeup. Boom, it goes together. I'm going to try to get 2 out of this yard and haul to my other yard. And so hopefully we'll end up with, this spring I had, what, a dozen colonies. I've sold a dozen colonies, and I'm going to go into winter with, say, 14 or 16 colonies. That'll be enough for my little operation, and we'll winter those over. We're going to go back in again in September, new moon. That'll be the last makeup of the year. I will concentrate then on fattening up hives, you know, with sugar water and whatnot to keep them pollen, to keep them jacked up. So let's get into this hive here and see what we got. A pretty good rain this morning. I think there was a 1/2 inch of rain. I've noticed over here is moisture on this. I got to go back in the house and get my thing of beetle barns. So let's get into this colony here. Whoops, there goes my smoker. Testy right from get-go here. Open it up, got nailed. Storms are coming. I got a storm coming, so they're probably not all cheery, chippy, you know. Yeah, good little bit of propolis in here. They got it all glued along the edges here, some inside. Quite a bit on that lane. Look at that one there, guys. That's pretty ooey gooey down through there. Here's another one over here. And then, of course, the ends are all gooed up. See, we may harvest a little bit. I think these slots are some of these slots are swollen a little bit. And what I'll do is run my Japanese saw down through there and open them slots up. There we go, I got my trap in the bag. I'm gonna put that in the freezer. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my beetle barns. Yeah, they're putting up some nectar. Of course, I'm feeding the heck out of them too. There's some black bees in here. I got yellow bees, I got black bees, I got a mixture. A lot of nectar on this one. Sealing it up. This is cabbage. This puffy stuff right here, guys, is cabbage palm honey. I can tell you, it's really light colored, and they're still bringing it in. This honey too, by the way, ferments. It'll actually blow up barrels. Alright, this is a pretty impressive looking frame here. Solid brood, basically. A little honey on it. It's not a bad looking frame here. I don't see any eggs in here though. You gotta have eggs. Okay, this is a good frame here. I'm seeing day-old larvae hatched here on this frame over in this area here. Graftable bees. There's a little pollen and honey on this one, and eggs. I got to make sure my queen's not in here on this one. Let me look it over close. Let me see if there's a better frame to go with. Okay, I'm liking this frame here. I've got some pollen. I've got pollen in here. I've got a lot of seal brood. We've got to make sure Mama is not here. They will make another queen though if you happen to steal one accidentally, you know. Well, let's not try to do that. The whole idea here is to make more queens, not shut down production colony. They've got plenty of elbow room in this colony, so, but September September 15th, which is a whole month away, they can do a lot of filling on this hive in that amount of time. And that's when pepper's going to pop. And you got a whole month of pepper in September. From September 15th roughly all the way October 15th. You got a full solid month in there. And I'll tell you what, guys, these a good colony can slam you on 100 pounds of Brazilian pepper honey. It's a bakery grade honey, but I really like the taste of it. I don't eat much honey anymore, but I do like the taste of it. And yeah. Now a lot of this brood in here is hatched, and they're backfilling with, they're converting this whole top end up here to honey stores. I don't see baby girl here at all. These are the Georgia bees. They're very laid back bees. Let's see what else we got. If anything, look at that, it's solid honey, guys. They're converting this whole top end. They're converting this entire top end up here to a honey farm, okay? So, let me drop in this one. Let me grab one of these. Tell you what, I'm going to drop in a string frame here. I'm going to drop a string frame in between two full sheets. A lot of times if you just drop this string frame in between two foundations, they will still make a mess in there for you. They'll make a nice little mess for you. Okay. I'm going to pop this one off. Let's see what's downstairs. Okay, I got some beetle barns here. I got some beetle barns here, but they've totally entombed. If you can see the propolis on all of them, they've completely entombed anything that's inside of there. So let's go ahead and peek inside and see what we got. You do have some beetles. There's only 3 beetles. There's only 3 beetles in this spot thing. The bait's still there. The bait is still in there. That's okay. What's in the other one here? There was 2 of them here. Let's check them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See them beetles, guys? 2, 4, 6, 7 beetles in there, but they're completely entombing them. So these traps are out of commission. See, they're all plugged up with propolis. These things aren't working, okay? Okay, I'm needing 2 more frames here. I'm needing a food frame. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm liking this frame here. I'm liking this frame right here. We will steal this one. It's got very young larvae in here, just hatched. Again, we got to make sure our queen's not here. I'm going to do things a little different in the spring, guys. I'm going to make up double screen boards. Because when we go to bust these things up in the spring, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with double screen boards. This is a good frame here. We got pollen in here. I got a lot of pollen out here. That other frame I just put in is got a lot of stuff in it also. So we got a lot of bees here. It's going to be a nice starter Nuc. Got a lot of nurse bees on here. They're going to make a good queen for you. That other yard over there is where I'm taking these bees, and I've always made good queens on that yard. I think there's another beekeeper down the road that I am getting some drones from his stock. They're not the calmest bees over there, but the production on them is unbelievable. I do not see baby girl. Okay, this looks like a good one. I'm going to assemble this one. I'm going to come back, reassemble this hive. I'm going to steal this frame here. You can see there's a lot of empty stuff, seal brood, but a lot of seal brood over here. That's what you want. You want a lot of these young bees coming out. I'm going to feed this colony for a solid, at least a solid 10 days, maybe more, while they're making this new queen. You want to pour the food to these things on their at least the first 10 days. Because all these nurse bees are going to make you a new queen, and you want that thing really fed well. You're going to do the same thing if you graft, okay? If you're grafting bees, it's the same procedure. You're feeding the heck out of these bees. Okay, be back in a little bit. Okay guys, all I made up was one. Got a nice fat Nuc here. All taken out of this colony here. I went through, I did not check that colony there. It's got a trap on it. I'm going to check it in a few days. And if I can steal a Nuc out of it, I will. So I've got, you know, a dozen days or so between, you know, new moon and full moon. So I got a little time. I've got two. This is my last shallow, and it's rotting out, as you can see. So it was all free lumber at the time, so I don't care. But yeah, there's nothing coming in nectar. These guys, the majority of them are hurting, so it's a good thing I'm feeding. Otherwise, I'd have a bunch of starved out colonies here. Martin, your colony here seems like it's coming along. its base is rotting out. That's going to have to get changed out real soon. But it's starting to come on. I think she may make it. She may be an okay queen. This queen here is another Georgia queen. She's mediocre. That queen down there out of Georgia, she's mediocre. So half of the 4-pack, 2 out of the 4 packages I did well with. Of course, when you're buying packages, guys, you got to understand you're buying last year's queens is what you're buying. So, they may still have good viable queens, like this one was excellent. And anyway, it's a roll of the dice whenever you're doing this. So, but we're constantly making new queens with good stock. Now, whether she gets bred with a good drone is a roll of the dice also. You don't know. All I know is that other yard over there, I've done really well on that. I got Miss Daisy to buy me another 20 beetle barns. 20 of these. I think they were $33 shipped to the house. $33 for 20. And this Max, Combat Max, when you put that in this, let me demo straight. You got your 2 knobs here, right? This is the unhinged side. This is the hinged side over here. When you see these 2 knobs sticking up, that's the open side. When you go to use this tool here, you're squeezing it out. Try to put 4 little dots in here, 1/8" dots in here. But just don't set this down. It'll just keep oozing out. So grab your plunger, put your thumb here and pull back on it. Suck it back into the syringe. She's going to keep oozing out. You're going to have this stuff on the lid. There's probably some tasty stuff in this that the bees will eat, and if they do, they're going to die. So watch what you're doing with this Max Force. Don't just gob this up and set this down, because it's going to ooze out of the syringe. Take your thumb like this and pull back in that syringe, and it'll suck it back in. Cap it off. Cap it off and then stick in your pocket here. And then make sure when you snap these down, they click good, and go all the way around. Make sure they click good. I've been going around and putting all my duds in my back pocket here. I got all these here. They're all plugged with propolis. So what I'll do is put these in a Ziploc. I'll put these in a Ziploc, throw them in the freezer overnight. I'll pull them out, and all that propolis on those entrances will be real crunchy. I'll be able to pop those out easily with a knife. Do not eat the propolis out of these. You got poison in there. You may get contaminated. And then what I'll do, once I pop this propolis, I'm going to drop them in a little mop pail with some Dawn detergent and hot water and scrub them up good. Let them air dry. Put them back in a goodie bag. These are all good ones in here. Okay, that's it for today, guys. That's all the excitement you're getting for today. I'm sorry about that. We made 1 Nuc. That's fine. I may make another one out of that fatty right over there in a day or 2. I got one nice Nuc here. Cross your fingers. We'll get 80% success story out of this. We'll take it to that other yard, set it on a stand. That way there's 3 over there. The 2 that are over there now they are really cranking nice. Last time I was over there, I didn't pop them. I've spent 2 weeks since I popped them hives open over there. They're doing super good. So we'll make up we can this month, August, and then September we'll try one more time, and then that'll be it for the year. And just maintain them the rest of the time. Keep pumping your oxalic acid vapor to these things. Make sure they got plenty of stores of honey. I see guys all the time. I had a guy the other day call me. He said, I'm going to haul my bees to North Florida. I said, why? Well, I own property up there. I said, okay, fine. What's up there? Oh, there's palmetto and gallberry. I said, that season is gone. That's an April crop. He's a new beekeeper, okay? Oh, there's watermelon there. I said, I don't know if bees get much out of watermelon or not. There's another roll of the dice. Why don't you stick around here and try to find yourself a Brazilian pepper location down in South Florida or mid-Florida somewhere. These locations are getting tight, guys. You've got to really do some hunting, and you may even have to do non-permission spots. You have to be a shotgunner like old Steve-O used to be. I know a couple spots around here. If I was a shotgunner, my bees would be in there. I put a sign up with my name and phone number on it and just wait for the phone to ring. Sometimes the phone will ring and I'll get my ass chewed. But what you want to do there is just play stupid, okay? Just play stupid and be as kind and just polish your silver tongue, okay? That's what you got to do. Polish your silver tongue and calm them down and say, listen, I thought my buddy, well, just blame it on your buddy. Say, he told me that was open land, I could put bees. I am so embarrassed right now. I apologize up one side and down the other, sir. I will get my bees out of there, but I'd love to keep them in there for just one more month. Could you please let me keep them in for one more month? I'll bring you honey. I'll do whatever you want, you know, and just, you know, silver tongue them, you know, and see if you can't keep your bees in there. But I told this fellow, I said, listen, you're going to take your bees up there. You live down here. Why would you drive 4 hours north to put sugar water on bees? And by the time you got there with your sugar water, they're already starved to death. Well, there's peanuts up there. I said, I haven't a clue if you get anything out of peanuts. So I don't know. Hey, I told him, if you're all obsessed with that, you go for it, bro, and let me know how it goes. But I would stick with a sure thing, and that'd be keep them around town here and find yourself a Brazilian pepper location. Get on that thing for September 15. That sucker's going to pop, and Katie, bar the door. Them bees are going to be bringing in nectar like you would not believe. That's almost, I've never failed on that crop, guys. I've failed on every other crop. I've failed on oranges. I've failed on gallberry and palmetto. I've failed on a citrus. You know, but Brazilian pepper, I have never failed on that crop. Never have. One guy was telling me, he was so excited, he said, I've been in the mangroves, been putting my bees in the mangroves for the last 5 years, and I never made a drop of honey. This year I got 100 pounds per, and it's got a blue, he said it's got a bluish hue to it. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe he was smoking too much, you know, loco weed that day. I don't know. But anyway, that's what he was telling me. So yeah, you guys got to be thinking about these things. You're going to be moving bees around, find a location. You go shotgunning like I did, it's a big roll of the dice, you know. If you got a permission location, a lot of times the landowner's close by, you kind of keep an eye on your bees. If there's any shenanigans going on or whatever. A lot of the guys are putting low jacks in their frames. They have them, they're expensive. If I was a commercial guy moving around shotgunning, they go inside a frame. You gotta, I don't know if you gotta cut it out or what, but you put a low jack in there, and if that hive gets moved, it's an alert to your phone or your computer that hive is being moved. Not only is it being moved, you can track that thing. It's a tracking device, and they're putting them in. Say if you got a couple hundred hives, I would put 4 or 5 at least low jacks in them hives. Yeah, they may steal one off the ends or whatever, you know, but if they're going to come in and get them, a lot of times they get the whole yard, clean the whole yard out, and yeah, they don't want to get caught because you're spending jail time with that one. Yeah, it's big time felony. So you want to be careful there, but that's an option and a thought. So even if, you know, your bees, somebody came in and got your bees or whatever and started moving them, you could be tracking them. And you could go right to the location with your double barrel 12 gauge. That's right. And get your stuff back. So that's it for now, guys. Hang in there. Keep making them bees. We got more time yet. So I'll see you later. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See ya.